Welcome yet again. It's February. Can you imagine that? January is gone. We're in February. And as you know, February is a month of love. And what's best than to just say that love starts with self-love? Yes, it does. So this month, I'm going to purposely dedicate it to any woman who is in a relationship that is not serving her anymore, that is very toxic or unhealthy, abusive. This month is for you. I'm going to celebrate you by actually making you aware of some things that I know are right now on your mind or that you may need to know. So welcome and enjoy your February. So today I'll be talking to you about a question that I hear a lot of women ask me, and they have asked me a lot, especially in January. And this is when women tell me, which is really sad, by the way, they tell me, Jacinta, I have invested so much, my years, my time, we are not where we used to be. I found him struggling. Now we have acquired properties. How do I just up and live with everything and leave him with everything that we have worked hard for? And I know for a fact that that is such a huge deal, not just for you who is there in that relationship, but for every other woman out there. You have all heard of the song that it's always better to cry in a messy days than to be there crying or laughing in a bicycle. Like, those are the options that you're given. But there's another option that you're never given. The option of you actually owning that Mercedes and still having the peace of mind so that you smile more often. So why do you have to choose from the two when they can always be a three? And what does this three look like? It looks like you finally having your peace of mind, finally being away from the toxic environment and relationship that you're in. And I'm just going to be giving you 5 points today. I told you this is a month of love and it starts from self-love. So if you're seated there and you have this notion in your head, these are the 5 pointers that I really want you to listen hard and just internalize, and especially just wait for it. The 5th point, I'm sure it's going to be a big issue for you as it was for me. So I'm also going to be looking at some little notes that I made here. So when you see me referring to them, just know that it's for the purpose of me giving you all the points in order. So welcome. And I'm going straight ahead to point number 1, which is that you can always make your money again. Yes. You who build up this person, you also have the strength and the energy to build yourself up again. And let me tell you, times have changed. Women are making it and making it big, and more so the single mothers. I'm not going to say that it's a very good thing or I'm advocating for it, but this comes to show that when a woman is determined, she can actually achieve whatever it is that she wants. Imagine you've been taking care of your family, you've been taking care of this man, you've been taking care of your home, even you're a sister, you're a mother, you're a daughter, you're a friend. When friends need you, you're always there. With your extended family, you're there. Now, removing one toxic element in your life, which is just one person, and now concentrating on you, yourself, your children, and your business. More often than not, you'll find that women or we, when you're focusing on what this person is doing wrong, asking yourself, why is he cheating on me? I look very good, taking care of myself. Why is he beating me? What have I done? Why is he and who is he talking to? You are concentrating and giving away your power to them. I said in another video here, and if you haven't watched, please go back and watch all the other videos that I've made. They're very informative. I said that when you're busy concentrating, then the person that you concentrate on, that is the person who has your power. What does that even mean? In a bigger picture is that you're so busy looking at this one direction where you miss all the other opportunities. I know most of us will say, oh, I quit school, I refuse to get in school, I did not take a position because he did not want me to. Some other people out there may be saying I had to let go of some opportunities simply because he did not agree or it wasn't good for your partner. But they mean that you're able to concentrate on yourself. my friend, you can make more. You can make exactly what you had or even more. It's a world of possibilities. So it's not a loss. If at all, look at the things that you acquired. For me, I look at my kids, I look at their experiences, because it's in those same lemons that I'm making lemonade out of them. I took lessons, I took friends, I got family, I got so much from that, from the experience of the relationship that I was in. So about counting your losses, just assume, just like any other thing, even the friendships and other relationships that did not work, and you had invested so much in them. I know there have been people who have had to give so much even to their friends, but then the relationship dies. Or even to nannies, you treat someone so well and then they behave so badly towards you. But then does that stop you from actually going forward? No. So even this relationship should not be the end, or should not mean that now you have to stay there. No. So that is my first point, that you really need to consider. You can always make your money again. On to the next point. The second point is that you are not a slave of your past, and that everything can always change. I know maybe right now you're looking at yourself and thinking, right now I don't have a job, maybe I don't have that education. Where do I start? What do I do? But let me tell you, look at yourself. Maybe, Sammy, I normally tell my friends, when the last year started, I did not know that this is how my year 2023 would be. And it was an amazing, amazing year. This is the new year. So many things are bound to happen between now, February, to December. And among them could be opportunities. You could start up something and it blows up. You could get yourself an opportunity that actually becomes the one thing that has always been the one for you. For me, I was not born a coach. I did not even have an idea or even know that the world of coaching existed some 2 years back. I was there with my newborn baby, feeling stuck just like you are right now. But then where am I now? What I'm trying to say is that whatever happened, whichever mistakes you've made in the past, let them be there, because they're not supposed to define your future. Who you are in a few months' time, you can actually be very different from who you are today. But what is the difference between that person and you? Just one choice. So if you're brave enough, because it's not cowardice to let go of a relationship, it actually takes a lot of bravery. And this whole thing of that you are considered to be a hero because you suffer, no, it's not supposed to be like that. You're not supposed to suffer because of any relationship. You're not supposed to be suffering because of any job. What is for you is for you. What is not for you is not for you. So rather than going around being bitter, holding on, feeling depleted, depressed, having anxiety attacks or panic attacks, losing sleep, how about focusing on being the new you, making every single step towards being the person that you want to be by February next year? So I'm hoping that I'm speaking to someone, and if I am, please comment down below. On to my third point is that, which is actually a bit related to what I just said of you not being slave of your past, is that you have more time in the future than you have on your past. Here's the thing. I'll give myself as an example. I'm in my 30s right now. By the time I was getting to a relationship, I was in my 20s, early 20s, 19, 20. That means that I was in that relationship for 10 years. Inshallah, God willing, I pray that I see my 80s there, or maybe 70s. So what does that mean? I have close to 50 years. I have some about 40-something, 50 years to come. So if I had decided I'm going to stay here because of all the property that we acquired or everything that we have together for 10 years, what does that mean? It means that I'm signing up, I'm giving away my next 40 years to this relationship. And for what? For the breadcrumbs that you're being given. And most of the time, anybody who says that they're stuck because they have invested so much, mostly there's an aspect of financial abuse. They're giving you only enough for you to be there. So what if you had the whole thing? And how do you get the whole thing? You get the whole thing by you actually going for it. And let me tell you, it doesn't mean that careers are for some women and some they're not for them. It doesn't mean that some women are more gifted in prosperity. We have heard of so many great women, Oprah, I don't know who have come from nothing. to become somebody. So I know it's limiting when you think that the only person who can make it financially is your partner, because you're a human being too. So if you're even thinking like that, ask yourself, why would I be telling myself all these things in my mind? What did somebody tell me? How did I even come to this conclusion? Question yourself over and over again and get to understand that your future is greater than your past. I think there's even a song. I don't know why today I keep hearing songs in my head, but there's a song that says your future is greater than your past. Whatever has happened in the past, let it be. It's your past. You have somewhere to look forward to. So being comfortable for a few days or a few months or even years for the greater picture. It's your choice. And if you're enjoying these tips and you're liking them and you feel like they apply to you or to somebody that you know, please share this video. Share this video. And if it's your first time, subscribe, and share the video with somebody else, and still go back to all the other videos that I've made, because they're specifically for someone like you. On to the fourth point. What happens is that when you're here holding on to this person, you have decided you do not create space for somebody better, somebody to love you better, somebody to provide for you in a healthier way than this abusive partner of yours who is abusing you financially and maybe in all other aspects. Is that how you want to spend your life? Do you enjoy? I know not many women, I don't even think there's anyone who enjoys feeling the way abusive people or toxic people make you feel. So remember, when you're entertaining this person in your life, you're closing all doors, because I always say it's rare for somebody to say that I found my current partner when I was with my ex. No. Normally when the gap is filled, you don't have space for somebody else to come in. It normally requires an opening, a gap. The same way that in a job application there must be a vacancy. It's the same with universe, God. He gives you somebody or something to fill a space that is there. But if someone has occupied it, nobody will be good for you. No good person will come into your life, because you can have affairs, you can have side guys, but then would you be willing to start another relationship, a good relationship with such a foundation? So please keep that in mind. The fourth point is that when you stay with this person who who you're feeling like you need to hold on to them because of all that you've invested, your time and your energy, you're actually closing off room for somebody who can treat you better. Think about that before we move on to the next point, which will blow your mind. So, are you prepared to get your mind blown? And on to the fifth and the most important point. I know this one is going to be controversial, and please comment down below, because I'd want to hear what you think about this. You actually didn't do too much in making your partner become who they are. I'll just let that sink in. You honestly they don't owe their success to you. That was a shocker, even to me, when I got that realization that I really didn't. It was not by what I did. It was not through the support. It was not through the sacrifices that I made, which is the very same case to you. This person, whoever they are in your life, whatever they have, it has got nothing to do with you. Who they are as a person, whether successful, whatever they have, they would still have become that person with or without you. And this is a reality. This is a sad truth. You can debate about it, but just think about it. There are so many women out there who are doing the very same thing, who are helping men come up, and then they all of a sudden they're breaking up, they're getting other people. So what does that mean? Men can be very straightforward. They can be very career-oriented. You're busy, you sacrificed everything. Then they kept their friends. Then they kept moving forward. Then they kept evolving themselves. Then they kept updating themselves. But you were busy taking care of the kids, the family, ironing his clothes, and doing all that. as much as we are told that the only thing that we actually give them the peace of mind, that we actually give them the support, the peace, they did most of the work, honestly. And the minute that you come to that realization, it's going to become a game changer. That honestly was, for me, it was easier for me to let it go. Why? Because if it's not for me who you become, it means that even if I was not there, you still would have become who you are. The same thing, whom I'm meant to be, I will always be, with or without the person next to me. I have very big dreams over my life. And right now, of course, I was in a relationship with them. Am I there with them? No. When I wrote my book, it might have been delayed, but actually I still did it. And if you have not gotten it, the book, Unbound, please do that. It's on Amazon. You can DM me on my socials, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Tell me that you need the book, and I'll from wherever you're from, I'll give you the link and I'll let you know how you can get it. So who you are will never be determined by the other person. That is actually giving away your power. Be who you're meant to be. And I will close this discussion by saying, especially because of the last point that I've said, I know it's the bitter truth for most women, but the minute that you come to that acceptance, and actually that is the whole essence of maturity. It's when you take responsibility. Take responsibility for your life. Take responsibility over your choices. You did make a right choice. Well and good. This is not we don't know. Nobody said that life you're supposed to live a certain way. You're living it the way you feel fit and the way you think is good for you. So you're okay. You're permitted to make mistakes. That's why we have tomorrow, because you wake up and redo life a new way. So if you're tired of making the same choices, the same patterns over and over again, maybe this is the wake-up call that you needed. And please, please, please comment below and share this video and tell me what you think. I would really love to hear what you think, especially about the last point. So until next time, bye-bye.